Hey, how's it going there? It's Bob from BFG Custom Coin Rings. Just want to do a quick little video here as to how do you guys punch your holes in your coins. So I'm just going to share with you the way I do it. I'm a little overkill at times where I have to have at least 2 or 3 different ways to do it, like a backup for my backup for another backup. So basically, when I first started, and I think this was before Skip King came out with his cards, was I made these cards right here. They're out of aluminum, and each one has a hole specific to the coin size. Like this one here, it's labeled the 5/8 punch or 5/8 hole for Irish, and the British large penny. They're pretty much the same diameter. So I'll just show you real quick. Irish coin fits right in there. Okay, so you're wondering how does it work? Well, I use the cheap Harbor Freight punches for this. And I'll show you real quick how it works. So basically, the 2 holes that are up here in the corners are my location holes. They locate on the punch itself. And you can see that all the cards that I made, they all have pretty much those holes, but a different hole and a different label for each one. So with this one, what we're going to do, so basically use a 1/4 inch and the 3/16 punch. So basically just slide this in. And this one I modified to just make it a little thicker, so at the time I can do the 1 ounce coins. And you can see it's nice and cracked, but I have another backup, so. So anyways, so what I do is I'll put a pin here, and it lines up with one of the holes, and then I use this pin, and that pushes through, and that lines up the coin. So the coin is in the center, located from these 2 holes. From there I just use my punch the hole, and that's basically it. So with that, let me get this stupid thing out now. So I was doing it that way for a while, and then I wanted to come up with another way, just so I had another way to doing it. So what I did was I came up with my own punch sets. That's these right here. And basically it's just a slip fit. These ones are for 1/2 inch, and I made 2 of them. These punch 1/2 inch. One is set specifically just for 50-cent pieces. So the Walking Liberties, Ben Franklin's, regular Kennedys, they all fit this one. Basically drop the coin in. You just drop this slip piece here, and then you push the punch. It goes all the way through. It's cleared out so no slug gets stuck in there. It goes right through it. And this is the other one. So with this I made up a bunch of washers. So if I wanted to put a 1/4 in here, obviously you're going to need to locate it somehow. So I made these washers up. Drop it in. Take the cap. Just slips right over it. You just basically, this cap piece, it just locates over this diameter to keep the punch central. I use these punches, which just come from a huge punch machine that was at one of the places I worked at. And so it basically has its own kind of grind face to it. Let's see if it'll, there we go. So you can see there's different facets or different angles on there. It has like a piercing nub in the front, and it's got 2 angles on the sides there. So that'll help with the piercing. So people go with flat. I think I got a flat one over here somewhere. No, I don't. So you can go with the flat ones, but this one works fine. So basically with this punch is I just goes right in. I put it in my hydraulic press and push this all the way through, because it's 1/2 inch in this diameter and it's relieved behind it. So the punch goes all the way through, slug comes out the bottom, you're all set. So the newest one that I just did was with the famous Jason Works punch. I basically I got the body, and I modified it. I'm going to show you real quick how I did that. I wasn't not knocking his idea, but I do love his setup. His setup is really good. Works great. It works great for a lot of you guys and gals out there. I like my punches to go through. When the punch that's provided has the step, you still got to try to bang the coin off the punch. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking his idea. I just wanted something that that I like to work. So basically what I did, and I'm going to show you real quick, is on the inside, I bored out the counter bore bigger so it doesn't accept Jason's dies. I even made the through hole a little bigger. The through hole is 760 thousandths, so it's about 10 thousandths bigger than 3/4 of an inch. So I can punch 3/4 inch holes with this die set. Basically what I did was I made up my own dies, hardened them, and they're relieved. You can see the little step in there. So you can push the slug right through it. So basically this would just drop right inside, and it's business as usual. You do it how you do the same thing with your other coins. So with that, we're going to I'm just going to show you real quick. This is the 7/16. I do 7/16, 1/2 inch, 5/8, and 3/4 on my holes. So basically I just drop that in. So for now we're gonna do the 1/4. So I made up a whole bunch of spacers here for all the different coins that I do. So drop that in, drop the 1/4 in, screw that down, and then I made my own punches. These punches are made from drill blanks, and I spun ground them so they're relieved. So it's only the 7/16 in the beginning. But the other features, so you're going to say, well, you got a 3/4 inch hole here. How are you supposed to punch that? So what I did was I made other spacers. These will slip right in, and now it has a guide for my 7/16 punch. We're going to go punch it, and I'll show you. Okay, so here we are at the hydraulic press. I made a modified handle for it, so I don't have to keep that other tube that's in there doesn't keep falling out. So basically, we're just going to come down with the ram. Boom. Punches the hole. Nice. And the punch drops right through it. There's the punch. There's the segment. And that's it. Over here to our awesome little table. Unscrew it. Got ourselves a hole. So that's how I do it. I have 3 different ways. Kind of overkill, right? I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully that helps you guys out. If there's any ideas that you might come up with this to help you with your hole punching, feel free to message me for any ideas or any questions you may have. I don't make the punches or the inserts or modify Jason's punch at all. This is only for my own personal use. But I'll be more than willing to share any of the ideas. And again, this wasn't knocking anything that Jason made here. What he's got here is fabulous. It works great for a lot of you folks. But this was something that I wanted to try. And so to do all the other sizes, I made inserts that will accommodate each one of the sizes. And then because it's already a 3/4 inch hole, when I go to do a 3/4 inch punch, the die itself guides the punch through. And the other thing that I like about this is the slug doesn't get hung up inside the die. It pushes right through. So you don't have to try to bang the punch off or bang the coin off the punch. All right. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.